Hi everyone, and welcome to your universe reading. We have 3 piles today, and the question that was asked was, what second chance does the universe have for you, like coming around for you? So this is something that maybe you aren't even aware of. Maybe this is something that you are aware of, and the timing, you thought the timing wasn't right. So they're bringing it around for you the second time. So take your time, choose either pile 1 with the blue Angelite, pile 2 with the Howlite, or pile 3 with the Charoite. Okay? I will see you in your pile. Hi to everyone who chose pile 1, this card, or this particular crystal, the blue Angelite. We are going to do live tarot at the end along with another oracle. We are going to go through the oracles here right now. So let's get overall energy and then the rest of your pile. Okay, so overall energy is communication, co-creation, and Venus, beloved. Okay, we then have Metatron, Nagas, or Nagas, Leap of Faith. I'm just going to move these apart so I can get the other cards in a bit. Okay, Heal the Mother Line, Dance with Life, Cracked Open, The Guardians, Love of Animals, and Thoth Light Codes. Okay, you guys, so we have communication, co-creation, Venus. I also see a couple up here, which is lovers, erotica, sensuality, which it could be a second chance of love. However, pile 1, I don't think it is. I feel that it's more, the minute I saw this Thoth card come out, I feel like this second chance, it's coming around for you. And like I said, maybe the first time it came around, you weren't ready. Maybe you weren't even aware that it was coming around, right? When we're not aware that something's going to happen, well, of course, how would we know? We wouldn't even recognize it 9 times out of 10. So now you're going to be prepared and ready this time. But what I want to say with communication, co-creation, when I see co-creation here, it makes me think that this is something that you're going to be working on with another person. Okay, we see 3 people here. We see 2 people here. We see multiple people. 2, 2. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be maybe more than one person involved in this endeavor with you. And what I feel it's about, because of this Thoth card, and I'm going to admit I don't know a whole lot about Thoth. However, the one thing that I do know is, and it's what popped in as soon as I saw it, is hieroglyphics and writing. So the creator, okay? So they say of writing and the hieroglyphics in ancient Egypt. So I think that somewhere along the line, pile 1, you missed an opportunity to write. You missed an opportunity to write a book, to create a blog, to create a blog. I mean, it's something to do with communication, and it's something to do with writing. So, and I feel that it's something that you're passionate about, because this card here is also passion, right? We have love of animals here. We have beloved here. Taken a leap of faith. So there's something here, pile 1, that Maybe the last time this opportunity came up for you, maybe you weren't feeling confident enough to take that leap of faith. Maybe you weren't feeling confident enough in yourself to take the leap of faith. This time, what I want to say is, with the Guardians card, don't be afraid to take the leap of faith because you are being protected. This is something that you need to do, okay? And if it's some form of communication, it doesn't necessarily have to be writing a book. I just like to go, these cards come out for a reason. So maybe for the majority of you, it's something like that. For others, it just could be communication where maybe it could be a podcast and you're going to be speaking. But what I want to say here also is that I feel as though with this healing the mother line, this is doing, this is healing ancestral work, right? And growing up. But I really feel that we're going back to what's important here is the healing and the ancestral work. I really feel that maybe in your line that the divine feminine maybe has really been hard done by, and there is wounding there that needs to be healed. And you may be the one to do that for your family, for your ancestral line. I also believe that maybe whatever it is that you're going to be writing about could have something to do with that. Because we have cracked open here too, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. But what I feel like, because it's here with leap of faith, is it's time to crack yourself open. I think you have a story that needs to be told. You have wisdom that needs to be shared. And it could be about animals, love of animals, right? I really don't know what your personal story will be or what it is that you're passionate about, but you do. And that's all that matters here. They're asking you this time around, don't shy away. Take the leap of faith. Know you're protected. They're here to help you through it. And when I say they, I mean the universe, God, source, universe, whomever it is that you go to for your source energy. If you like to talk to the animal spirits, if you like to talk to your ancestors, if you like to talk to archangels, if you like to talk and pull in planet energy, whatever it is, right? Animal spirit, whatever it is, call upon them to help you. But just know when you get that second chance, and it could come right in and just slap you in the face where it's going to be so obvious, it's just going to be really obvious. Or, like I always say, it could be something you see, hear, it could be something that someone else says to you, but if it has anything to do with communicating in a way that's going to help others with their own dance with life, I think that's kind of right. The card says do something to change your energy. But I feel that this is, intuitively speaking, and that may be for some of you, right? But I feel that you're going to be helping others find themselves or heal something in themselves. You are wise. You have the words. You are able to communicate. You may be, like I said, doing this with other people. Or it could be the co-creation of healing groups of people, right? Like you're helping them and that energy is feeding off of each other. But this is definitely, I feel, something that you're passionate about and something that you love. Whether it's self-help, I'm not really sure. You will know. But because of Thoth here and the little bit that I do know, I want to say I just feel like it has something to do with creative writing. But once again, then you could speak those words on a podcast too, right? Or in a vlog. Or you may type them in a blog or a book. I don't know. But I think that's your main message, pile one. That is the second chance it's going to be coming around for you. And I think they do want you to change your energy though, too. We see a lot of love, passion. This, you know, you really need to let yourself be cracked open and allow that to come out, because you creating your, expressing yourself creatively will also be healing for you. I feel that they wanted me to say that. So this will be healing for you as well. It's not just going to help others. All right, so let's pull some tarot here and see if we have any confirmation, clarification for any of these cards or additional advice. I'm not really sure. We'll see what comes out. Oh, that's way too many. Okay. Okay, but that one's not the World. It's the end of your cycle. I'm going to put this at the end because I just feel, no, I'm going to put it right here at the beginning. This is whatever it is that you're doing right now. And that doesn't mean that you're leaving your job. This could be something you do on the side, or maybe it is something that you're going to take on as a brand new profession. I don't know. But we're talking end of a cycle. This part of your life has come full circle. We're going to move on and start something new. We're going to go right back to that beginning, the Fool's Journey, and you're going to start again with whatever this is. The second chance is coming around for a reason, and they don't want you to miss it this time. So that's why I think you're getting this message. It's like big red flashing letters, right? Stop. Don't miss this. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go this way. The wheel. I mean, seriously, how many round complete circles can we have here? The wheel. For me, the wheel is always like this girl. I love that I'm using this deck. Is like hop on. You know, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. Hop on. Don't be afraid to take the leap of faith. You are being protected. You are going to be guided. You have, like I said, Metatron, your angels, whomever it is for you, okay? I believe we have Orion here. We have Thoth. I mean, you can call on any of this energy. All right, let's get another. I mean, they're just giving you perfect, perfect, successful, successful. Queen of Swords. Love that. So what's that saying? We have the swords. That's all about the mind. It's air. It's thinking. It's your action. Taking action, right? But it's intellect. Okay? So it's getting those thoughts and your intellect. This was wisdom. And getting it out, whether it's spoken word, on paper, or someone's reading it off a screen, it needs to get out there. So call in that Queen of Wands energy to be clear thinking, to be direct with your communication, okay? Clear and direct and honest. I think that's what we can take from the Queen of Swords. Let's get another. The Seven of Pentacles. Yes, you guys, I love it. It is time to plant the seeds, okay? It is time to plant the seeds, and then you're going to nurture it, and then you're going to watch it grow and come into fruition, and you're going to watch the sales or the views of your work out in the world, and you're going to be proud, and you're going to maybe continue to do something like this, I want to say, because there's an awful lot of pentacles in there. This is about making wise choices as well. We can think of it like that, but it is about nurturing and growing something. And I think it's about nurturing, and the fact it's came out and it's coming in on this position is you're going to nurture and grow that creative writer, that wordsmith in yourself. Okay. Now let's get one last oracle card, and then we will be finishing up. I think this is a beautiful message, pile one. Don't let it pass you by this time. Oh, Inner Alchemy. That's the second time. It said cracked open, surrender to the alchemy of life. And this is inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Love, love, Love. We've been talking about love, right? And I want to turn this card over actually because I forgot to do that. You got to let go of the fear and take the chance. They're going to help you. You're being guided. It says, be harmless. Learn from animals and practice harmlessness. So, it says even to go to animals and connect with them and see how they respond to you, right? Because animals are telepathic. And maybe something in dealing with that animal is going to spark some inspiration. And that silent communication with them is going to help you move forward on this endeavor as well. So that is it, pile one. I hope that that was helpful for you, and I wish you all the best. And if you are writing a book, please leave a message in the comments. I think that would be so interesting. I would love to hear it. And if you haven't already and you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe. Please give it a like and share it with others so we can get more of these messages out to everyone. Thank you. Hi to everyone who chose pile 2, this card or this Howlite crystal. This is your pick a card reading from the universe, talking about what second chance does the universe have for you? What are they coming around with again or bringing around to you again? Something that maybe you missed the first time, something that you were totally unaware of, or something that you absolutely know what it is, and this is your second chance. You were wondering if that was going to happen, if it would ever come along, and this is them saying, yes, it is. So let's get into the reading here. I want to just get into the overall energy. We'll do a tarot, we'll do tarot live at the end, as well as another oracle card. But overall energy for you, pile 2, is solar plexus. Okay, I like that. And the 5th house. Okay, this is good, this is good. Archangel Raphael, communion. Oh, that's really interesting. It looks like a big, I don't know if it's outdoors and people are gathering. Okay, we'll just leave that for now. We have mantis beings. And we have saving humanity. Sirius. Okay. The bud. The age of light. Double mission. Oh wow, okay. Exiled. Positivity, and Stargate heart. Raphael the healer, heart, I'm going to say heart chakra also in play here with the solar plexus. But first, let's just go to overall energy here. So solar plexus chakra, right? Oh, the solar plexus, it's yellow, which is 5th house is ruled by the sun. Okay, so I'm already hearing. So, but I mean, let's talk about your solar plexus. It's where we get our confidence from. It's where we get determination from, empowerment from, courage. Like the solar plexus chakra is like our own personal, right above your, I like to say, right above your belly button, right? It's that area just below the heart chakra, okay? Where, like, I want to say it's like, well, it is kind of like central. So think of it as the central, it's like the central chakra, just, you know, firing on all cylinders, right? I mean, You also can spark creativity from there as well. But yeah, I mean, it's your inner strength. Okay. And fifth house, we have passion, okay? And this is radiant illumination. And then for the second card, for your overall energy, is fifth house ruled by the sun. That couldn't be any more clear. Radiant illumination. The sun is radiant illumination. That works yellow right along with the solar plexus. Okay. But what I'm getting, the minute I saw those two, and then it was this Raphael card here, Archangel Raphael with communion and all the people gathering, what popped into my head was you pile two. It was a person standing up, talking to the masses, so to speak. Now, in today's age, that could be different, whether that's that you're literally on a stage. That's the way I saw it. But that doesn't mean you could be on social media and have a very large following. It could be something to do with your job. It could be something to do with volunteer work that you do. I'm not really sure what it is for you. All I know is that you are going to be speaking to people. Let me look at the rest of the cards. Yeah, like this card here, we have potential, promise, it's about to happen, keep going. So pile two, somewhere in the past, did you have an opportunity to maybe, it could even be at your church or something, right? Your synagogue, your temple, I don't know. Because it could be like, you know, I wasn't necessarily seeing it in that way. But it was somebody just standing on a stage speaking to a lot of people. But, right? So is this something that maybe you had the opportunity to do, but you said no for whatever reason? You weren't ready. It had never even occurred to you before. So you were like, why are they even asking me? Why is someone even mentioning this to me right now? But then after the fact, you were like, geez, but I could have done that. This is your second chance. It is going to come around to you again, okay? And they're trying to say to you here with this mantis beings, enigma, elusive, and sensitive. It's the elusive, right? It's kind of that you don't need to be elusive anymore. Like the elusive, I used to watch that, Discovery show, The Deadliest Catch, and it was always the elusive blue crabs, right? You don't need to be the elusive mantis being or the elusive blue crab anymore. It's time for you to stand up, and whatever it's doing, it's going to be coming from the heart, okay? Whatever you are speaking about, whatever it is that you have to say to humanity, to the collective, it's coming from your heart space. So whether that's you, it could even be you channeling messages for people, because I think of heart space when I think of that, because that's what it's like for me. So maybe that's what you're going to do and share it with people. But for whatever reason, I see you standing and doing some sort of, I'm going to say teaching or sharing a message. And we have here, you've been training for this for lifetimes. So what does that mean exactly? For many it means you've done it before, or you've at least been preparing for it. And maybe this is the lifetime where you're finally going to do it. And they're saying, potential, promise, it's about to happen. Keep going. Don't stop now. This came around once for you. Maybe you weren't quite ready. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter. It's important. So they're bringing it back around to you. When I say they, that's the universe, God's source, universe, whomever it is that you go to for source power. Whether you go to your archangels, maybe you're able to tap into the mantis beings. Maybe you can tap into the galactics. Maybe for you, it could be animal spirit, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whomever it is, you just go into that energy and ask them to bring it to you. Because this card here, what is this? Double mission. I love it. Light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. Yes, this needs to come from your heart, right? This isn't going to be something, I want to say, that's mass produced, okay? This is going to be coming from you. So in other words, you're not going to be speaking someone else's words. You're going to be speaking your own. And somehow, Sirius is the planet, I guess. You are, or is it a planet or comet? I'm really not sure. But you're going to be helping humanity here. You're going to be passing your wisdom along to humanity. Look, we have a 4 and 3 here, a 4 and 3 here. It's 7. It's your wisdom. It's giving people choices. It's giving people things to think about so that they can make different choices in their lives, right? It's about spirituality. It's about religion. It's about nurturing and growing. And double mission. So whatever just your other mission for being here on earth is this lifetime, they're also saying you've been training lifetimes for this one. You're doing this too. So, if this resonates with you, it resonates with you. You're going to understand exactly what this is for you. And here we have Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. And it's that generosity of sharing this. Finally being able to stand up and share it with everyone. And the 5th house is about passion. It's about doing things that bring you joy, what you love. It is your hobbies. It is your creativity. It is your, I just thought I haven't said creativity yet, I don't think, but it is your creativity, 5th house. It has to do with what you love. And you're shining bright because this is the sun, right? And a 4, I want to say, right? It's coming from that emotional place, from your heart space. And with this positivity card, I just see like these 3 people here, and I'm thinking, it's almost like by you doing this, this will be the reaction. Positivity out into the world, positivity touching other people, them then taking that and passing it along. But also, it's like it's going to be well accepted. Okay, they look happy, they're raising their hands, they're clapping. It's going to be whatever it is that you're going to do with this large group of people, it's going to be well accepted. The other thing they want me to say, though, here about the Saving Humanity card is another reason this green could be coming in is to keep yourself grounded. This is going to be a lot of work, as in it's going to be, I'm going to say a strain would be the only word. I'm sure there's another one, but on your energy, right? When you are exchanging energy with large amounts of people, whether it's in person, online, whatever, it can be very draining. So they want you to make sure that you relax and take time for yourself, because saving humanity does not fall on your shoulders alone, is what they want to say. So remember to take time out for you and for you to do some of the things that you love to do, to keep time in your schedule for your hobbies and for you to be able to do creative things, or if you have children, to spend time with your children. Okay? And then we have exiled, and that is illusion of separation, discontent, and isolation. The word that's popping out, like sometimes a card comes through and you're like, oh, well, how does that tie in with all this? It's the isolation, not in a bad way. I think what came through the minute I saw that is like putting yourself, you're going to be out in the spotlight, right? It's like a spotlight is shining down on you. But the other part of it is you're going to need to go, like I said, behind closed doors at times. See how that light travels right through those doors, to take time out for yourself as well. So that's your message pile too. I think somewhere along the line, like I said, you may not have seen it, you may not have been aware of it, or were just thinking, why would anybody ask me to do that? Or this is clearly for some of you, because this keeps coming back to me as well, is that this is something that you have thought about. But maybe it just, I don't know, chickened out the first time it came around, or, you know, we all do it. You feel like you're not ready and you chicken out a little bit. It's okay. But not this time. This is your time, okay? They're bringing it around for you again because this is something that you must do, pile two. I like this. Okay. Let's get some tarot here, see what we have, confirmation, clarification for any of these cards, or additional guidance or info. Let's see what comes out. The Magician. That's right. That's right. You have everything it takes. This is confirmation. You have everything it takes to make this happen. Okay? You are going to be able to pull on the air, the fire, the earth, and the water in your chart, okay, to make this happen. You're going to have all the elements at your disposal to make this happen. All of the chakras will align to make this happen. And maybe that's it for some of you too. Keep your chakras balanced, because you're really going to need everything, right? Solar, but also the grounding down, the creativity, the throat chakra, being connect to source rather, to be able to see clearly. So you're going to need to be tapping in and pulling on all of that magic. All right, let's get another. The World. This come out in pile 1, 2. Okay. As I said to pile 1, and I'm saying the exact same thing to you, this is the end of a cycle. Not that anything you were doing is wrong, and you may continue to work on whatever it is that you normally work on, or maybe this is something you need to step into brand new. I don't know, but you will. But when the World comes up, that's the end or the completion of a cycle in your life, and it's time to start a new one, okay? So that's just confirmation as well. Let's get another here. King of Cups. You know what I love about the King of Cups? Emotionally balanced. And you're going to need to have that. Like I said, remember this energy exchange with all the people. You're going to have to, everything's going to need to be in balance for you, but they're saying take on that King of Cups energy, right? Emotionally balanced. He's calm, he's wise, he's centered. He's able to find peace within all the watery emotion. And when I say watery emotion, I kind of mean of the people that you're going to be dealing with, the collective, with humanity, right? Okay, let's get one more. And he's well, that's balance, right? He's balanced. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, people. Slow and steady like the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is methodical. He's taken his time. He knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to say. He's keeping himself grounded, and he's going to do it one step at a time. It's that earth energy, right? Just wanting to do it right, wanting to get it right, being okay with taking things a little slow. So they want you to adopt that too. It all goes back to being able to go in this. I just keep going to this door. Being able to go into this door as well and just take time for yourself to decompress. Ground down, basically. All right, now let's get an oracle card. I like this message, pile 2. This is really good. Pile 1 was awesome as well. So I really hope that this is resonating for some. Please tell me if this is something that you've been thinking about. I mean, are you going to be the next Joel Osteen, you know, like on TV? We don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's you. Or the next big person on YouTube, or maybe you're big on TikTok. I don't know. Reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Ooh, I love that. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. It's the King of Cups. I think it's that King of Cups energy, right? It's opening up and unlocking here, right? The heart chakra. And if you can see yourself through love, with love, that's all you need. Pile 2. Okay, if this message resonated, please give it a like. Feel free to share if you think someone else needs to hear this message. If you know of someone who maybe thinks that they've missed their chance, let them know about this video. Send it to them, share it with them, and subscribe to my channel if you like, and we'll try to get, you know, this little channel, I call it the little channel that could, moving forward, and getting more of these messages out to people. So thank you very much. Hi to everyone who chose pile 3, this card, or this Charoite crystal. This is your universe reading for what second chance does the universe have for you? What are they coming around again with for you? So whether it's something that maybe you know that you passed up or missed the first time, it could be something you weren't even aware that you missed the opportunity. And don't worry, that happens to all of us. Or you just, like I said, maybe you felt you weren't ready in that moment. Well, they're bringing the opportunity back around for you again. So let's see what it is. We're going to do live tarot at the end with an oracle. But first off, we're going to get into the overall energy, stepping through, and Pisces. Okay. Then we have Jophiel, Archangel Jophiel. We have the tall whites. Oh, nice. We've been getting the short whites a lot, or the short grays a lot. Now we're getting the tall whites. So I'm excited about that. Survival fears. Okay. Temple of the Rose. Protection. Forge, don't follow. Okay. Is this some sort of leadership? Let's see here. Let's see. We have Ice Queen. We have High Priest. And we have Crystal Skull Wisdom. Okay. Okay. So, stepping through in Pisces. I feel like this is going to maybe have a message for 2 groups of you, pile 3, okay? Or it could be 2 forks that are leading down to the same road eventually, or yeah, leading down to the same road eventually, like a wishbone, okay, or a pound in the road. All right, so stepping through Pisces makes me think of stepping through to the other side, opening up your spiritual gifts, having a chance to use those spiritual gifts or to learn about how to use them. That's one part of the message that just from the overall energy based on these 2 cards that I'm getting, okay? It could even be for some of you, being that this is 12th house, or for me, I'm thinking of it as 12th house. This could also be stepping through to the other side of an addiction. that you may have. And again, it can be an addiction to anything. It doesn't have to, just be drugs and alcohol. It literally can be an addiction to anything. It can be an addiction to your smartphone, right? And maybe, but well, you know what? I do kind of feel like it could be like drugs or alcohol or sex addiction, something like that. Because the door's being opened for you again to get help, is how I feel about it. So maybe that could be it for some of you. And we have liberation here with Jophiel, getting through to the other side of it. And then we have the crystal skull, wisdom, clarity, divine healing. Divine healing would be needed. High vibrational energy. That maybe would be if you were someone who is going to be working with spirit in some way, with some gift, one of the clairs, whatever it may be. You would depend on this, right? Clarity, high vibration, divine healing, you giving out and helping others to heal. And then lastly, the other one, because I saw here, what was it? Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So somewhere in your life, pile 3, were you offered a leadership role? Maybe in your career, in your job? Even where you volunteer. I always love to put in volunteer because we have retired people that watch these as well. Were you offered a leadership role and you turned it down? Maybe because, again, as I've said in the other 2 piles, you were like, why would somebody offer that to me? You were just totally oblivious to your strong skill set that you clearly have. Maybe you didn't feel ready. Maybe in that moment you just didn't really want that. But once it passed, you thought, darn, I've really given up an awesome opportunity. If it were ever to come around again, I would take it. This is your come around again, okay? That's what this reading is about. So for some of you, is it going to be losing the fear around it? Here with the tall whites, uncertainty, distrust, or guard it. I feel like uncertainty is why you maybe missed it first time around. And you were maybe a bit guarded. I don't know about distrust so much, but if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. But I think this time they're saying you need to let this energy go. Okay. There's lots of wonderful things about you. Okay. But let go of that uncertainty, distrust, or being guarded. It's time for you to step through and take that leadership role. It says here, call back your power, cut cords, soul retrieval. And I just like that, and almost, in all of these cards, there's like groups of people, it feels, right? Like here, and there's 2 people here. And it feels like here, right? I know it's about fear, but there's multiple pictures. We have multiple people here, here, here with a unicorn or a horse. I think it's a unicorn. But you understand that this also can be protection. The universe has your back. God, source, universe, whomever it is that you call upon for your divine source energy. Whether it's archangels like Jophiel, animal spirits, your higher dimensional beings, right? It could be your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever it is, okay? And they've got your back. They're going to protect you. They're going to help you. And they're going to help you get your power back. Because and for some of you, maybe you were in a leadership role before and you let it go, and now it's time for you to go back into one. Okay, that could be a story for some of you. I feel like pile 3, really, it could be multiple stories here, or situations. And then Temple of the Rose, ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes. So again, this is just pulling again on your own inner strength and your own power. And Jophiel with the yellow here, right, is, it makes me think of the sun. And it's time for you to stand up and stand out. So whether it's with your job, your work, your volunteer work, whatever, it could be a position in your church, whatever, a coaching, you know, your kids' after school sport or weekend sport, extracurricular, and you're going to step up as the coach, as the leader. Now is the time. And with this Ice Queen, this is interpretation, self-analysis, and fortitude. Yes, taking on, this reminds me of what would be, I think, the Queen of Swords, right? And she actually come up in one of the other piles. But Queen of Swords, who's honest and independent and clear and smart and is direct in communication. And maybe that's you. Like when I say those things, you're going, that sounds like me. And you're meant to be a leader. If it's in a spiritual sense where you're going to be helping others and you're stepping out and really trying to activate and raise up your vibration, okay, you're trying to bring clarity and healing to others by being a leader in that field. Like I said, that's why I said there could be like more than one path here, but it's all leading to one where you're a leader in the end. Whatever this is for you, it ends up with you letting go of fear, right? Letting go of any kind of guardedness and just taking a leap and stepping forward and doing it. And do it with this Queen of Swords energy. Don't let your emotions or your ego cloud your clear thinking. Okay? You are capable of this. They're bringing this around to you for a second time. You can be the high priest. I'm going to read this card too because there's always something good in it. So it suggests that you take command of your life and demonstrate who you truly are. Okay? So in other words, if this is something you're going to work in, you know, whether it's a psychic, a medium, a card reader, whatever it is, you could be a Reiki healer or a healer of some sort, a guru of some sort, I don't know. But take command of your life and demonstrate who you truly are. You are called upon to exercise your leadership qualities, to act with integrity, to take clear, wise decisions, and to empower others for the highest good of all. This is a time for strong and selfless service. Lead with strength and wisdom. Okay, there, I just should have read that card first, and then I wouldn't have had to have stumbled over my words and talked about all the other things. So, yes, no matter whether, like I said, it's at a job that you're working or whether it's going to be going down a spiritual path or a religious path or whatever it may be, you are going to be a leader. They don't want you to give up that opportunity the second time around. And remember, it could come to you, I think I said with pile 1, it could slap you right up in the face, or maybe it's something someone's going to say to you, something you will hear, something you will read. Be looking, I'm going to say, be looking for it, but don't stop your life because of it. That's what they want to say, right? Like, don't, you know, put everything on hold because, oh, the second chance is coming. No, just be aware, I guess is what we should say. Just be aware and you won't miss it this time. That's what they're saying. You won't miss it this time. So let's take a look at tarot. I think that's the main message, is you were meant to be a leader. And for whatever reason, it didn't happen the first time or the first few times that it came around, but we're saying second chance. So the first time around, it's not going to pass you by this time. And We're just going to look for clarification, confirmation, any additional guidance, or anything else you might need to know moving forward here, pile 3, and stepping through. The 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be successful for you. You will, in the end, get everything that you want out of this, being the leader in whatever capacity it's in, because it's going to be different for each of you. Let's get another. But no success is there. The Ace of Cups. Okay? The Ace of Cups is just feeling into it. Clear thinking, yes, and being smart and, you know, direct, whatever it may be. But you need to balance that with your emotions. This is going to be something with Ace of Cups, new in love is what I'm thinking. So it's going to be something that you are going to love once you get past the fear here, right? You're so going to enjoy it. And deep down, you know that. Okay, let's go for next card. 10 of Swords, end of a cycle, okay? It's time to get out of your head maybe about this. So maybe for some of you then, this is really something that you are aware of and aware that you missed the first opportunity, but let that go, okay? Let it fly away like the birds here. Just let it go and see how it's kind of looking bright, like it's getting sunny here in the background. Better days are ahead. You're going to have this opportunity again to start new with the Ace and the 7 of Cups. This tells me that there's going to be choices, right? But also I want to say here too, it's just a reminder, because I feel like he has a look of doubt in his face, like, oh, what if I make the wrong choice? I think what they want to tell you here is there really isn't a wrong choice to be made if you're going into a leadership position, all right? You will know for you, depending on what the position is, you know, where it is and what part of your life. I feel it has something either to do with spiritually or with the job you have right now. But like I said, it could just be stepping up and being the head coach of your child's soccer team. All right? It's going to be different for everyone. But don't doubt, don't fall back here in this, you know, like, oh geez, am I making the right choice? If it is a leadership position for you, you are making the right choice. That's what they want to say. Now, let's get one last card here. One of these little oracles. This was beautiful. As I said with the other piles, if you want to share what it is that maybe passed you by the first time that you weren't aware of or didn't see, or maybe you were feeling too much fear to step up and, you know, step into the role. That card. Meditation. Take a moment to connect to Source through quiet, reflective meditation. This is your time, pile 3. If you're feeling that this is heavy, or you're unsure, or you're afraid you're going to make the wrong mistake, even though through me, they're saying, no, you can't, as long as it's a leadership position of some sort. Maybe sit and just listen and connect, like I said, with your angels, guides, God, source, universe, right? Galactic beings, whomever it is, and maybe ask a question and ask them to guide you to the right position, to guide you to the right choice, because they will if you ask. They will help you. Old saying, God helps those who help themselves. So if you're willing to take the risk and do it, they will be willing to help you. And it may just be sitting in quiet reflection. You don't have to get into a full-on meditation. Not everyone can do that right away, even if it's just 3 to 5 minutes a day. Or, as I like to say, just go into a room and sit, maybe light a candle, quiet reflection. Okay? Just try to quiet your mind and just sit and see what comes in. So that is your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like and a share if you know someone else who might need to hear this. If you know someone else who's been talking to you recently about a chance, an opportunity that they believe they missed, then send this message to them. And if you want to see more videos similar to this, then please subscribe to my channel and we'll get more of these messages out to everyone. Thank you.